Hey guys, Nick here. I got a game of Domination on Salvage for you today. My class, I'm using the ACR with a grenade launcher, the AA-12 with grip. My perks are Scavenger Pro, Stopping Power Pro, and Ninja Pro. I have Claymores and Stun Grenades. My kill streak layout is the Predator Missile, the Harrier Strike, and the Paved Load. Now, I come up the side there to B, throw some stuns, get a kill, and my teammates actually help me capture B. On Salvage, you want to hold down B always. You can hold down A or C. C is kind of easier because it's closer. Well, maybe it's not closer. When you have C, you generally hold this building I'm looking at, and that helps you protect B. This building I'm on right now is a very good vantage in this map. As you can see, I can see people in all directions, basically. Yep. So I got a Predator Missile here, and I call that in. And I think I get one kill. Thought I had a double, but no, not quite. Anyways, I got a couple things to talk about today. First off is noob tubes. I am using a grenade launcher, but it is not really by my choice. I think I only get 2, maybe 3 kills with it, so I'm not, abusing it or anything. It's the only attachment I have for the ACR. I just unlocked it. If it were up to me, I'd probably be using a red dot sight or a silencer. But I have a noob tube, and honestly, a single or 2 noob tubes without danger close is not overpowered at all. At least not in my opinion. It's a little annoying, but it's definitely something that you can manage. I think that they should make danger close, just take it out of the game. That's what I'd like to see for Black Ops, because Modern Warfare 2 is probably not going to change. I'd also like to see if they implement some sort of scavenger-like perk that it does not allow you to replenish your noob tubes or explosives in general. And the same thing with One-Man Army. Yeah. I also wanted to talk about different maps for Call of Duty. A lot of people complain about the maps. This is a map pack map, and it costs $15 for 4 maps. But yeah, maps in Call of Duty. A lot of people don't really consider how much effort goes into maps, and how complicated they are, and how much work really needs to be put into them. I would like to see maps be a little bit more thought through. Like, I know that they put a lot of effort into it, because if you try and imagine designing a map, like, where would you start? A couple things I thought of that you have to implement to have a solid map is, first of all, you have to consider the time period that the game is. Modern Warfare 2 is obviously modern, but Black Ops will be in the 60s and 70s, maybe. No, I guess it's just late 60s. So they gotta determine or take into consideration the time period that the game is in. So they have to have relevance to that. You also have to have your realism. The maps have to make sense. It can't just be like random buildings thrown together, kind of like what this is. It has to have some sort of, like the area is something, like, fuel is like the oil refinery. So the maps have to make sense. They have to have some realism to them. They have to be balanced. This is a big issue. You have to have map balance. Not only do you have to have, fair sides, fair advantages. You don't want to have, like, one team all in buildings with good cover and the other team spawning in an open field with no cover at all, and they just get killed over and over. You have to have some balance for the maps. And not only do you have to have balance for the initial spawn, but you have to have balance for every game type. So domination and sabotage and demolition, search and destroy, capture the flag. Like, there's so many game types that have to be balanced for maps. So that's a huge part of it. The spawns, they have to come up with good spawn points so you don't get spawn killed, and so that you can effectively spawn to play the objective. If you're losing a flag, it's probably going to want to spawn you nearer the flag, even if it might end up with you dying. Same thing with demolition. You know, if you need to defuse the bomb or plant the bomb, it's probably going to spawn you closer. So spawns are a huge deal. That guy there with the FAL joins this game, and he makes my life miserable. I think he kills me like 3 times, and that's like half my deaths. So yeah, I'm not really too happy with him, and he's using like Scrambler too. Right here, my batteries ran out in my headset, so I just lied down to change them. Luckily, didn't die. Anyways, back to maps. The maps have to be creative, and they have to be new. They have to be like colorful, and you know, people have to like the maps. Obviously, they can't just, you know, use the same thing over. Well, they kind of can, considering they brought back Call of Duty 4 maps, but yeah, I failed there. But they can't, like, you know, change the map just slightly and then say it's a brand new map or whatever. Seems kind of ironic, because that's basically what they did. They just changed the colors and stuff. Anyways, what else? The maps have to be balanced for different combat styles. You have to have shotgun range, SMG range, assault rifle range, and sniper range. If you look at COD 4 maps, Modern Warfare 2 maps, basically every map you see has some areas where each of these weapons would be effective. You know, certain maps are more would be more appropriate to specific weapons, but each map has different ranges. Like, say Vacant, for example. Most of it's like shotgun SMG range, but outside you do have a couple ranges where you could use a sniper, you can use an assault rifle, so it does have some balance to it. But yeah. Anyways, we're winning this game right now. Score is 150 to 107 or something like that, somewhere around there. I go on a bit of a banana tear near the end. Right here, I'm trying to capture C because I want to have my 2 flags. Did I talk about which flags you should have? I'm not sure. Anyways, A is good, C is good. Both are good. You want to have... I prefer having A, because then you can stand on the building near B and just wreck them in their spawn if you have a coherent team, but if your team's coherent enough, you can hold them at either side. This middle part here is a focal point. This is the choke point of the map. You have B here. You have 2 main passageways crossing here, so I like to stay here, get kills, protect B. I can go to C, I can go to A. Going up this alleyway thing is not always the best idea, but it works sometimes. For some reason, I think this game had a bad connection, and there wasn't a lot of people here too often. This guy has a riot shield, and I'm trying to kill him, and I get 2 hit markers with my noob tubes. See, that's when you need to use a noob tube. You know, you don't run around with them constantly or constantly spam them in the spot. You know, if there's a situation where you can't use your bullets, you want to pull out that noob tube. Another situation, back a while back, I was shooting some people, and right where I'm about to get this Predator missile, right around there, I got a hit marker, or a couple hit markers, and then they went and hid behind those barrels. So I fired a noob tube in there to try and kill them. I couldn't shoot through the cement barrel without FMJ effectively, so I fire an explosive. That's what noob tubes are meant to do. They're not meant to be spammed, or, you know, I hate when people just run around them all and constantly, and as soon as they see you, they shoot and it lands within 30 feet of you and you die. I especially hate when I kill somebody, but they already fired their noob tube, so I die too. Simultaneous deaths are not... it's not fun. I really don't think they should have... I don't know. I don't like noob tubes. I'm not happy with that. Anyways, a question I'd like to ask you guys before this game ends. What kind of kill death do you want to see? Right here I went 50 and 6, which is almost 10. I was a little reluctant to upload it because most of my uploads have been a 10 KD. But yeah, so leave a comment saying what kind of kill death you want to see in my videos. Of course, I'm going to try and win every game. So thanks for watching. I'll see you later.